What is up, guys? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome, 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 Crypto FUD. And let's jump right into this. What's going on, James? What's going on, Jay? You guys were first to jump in. Nice. For some reason, the stream was like lagging to start. I don't know what was going on. April Overcome, what's going on, guys? Guys and gals. Hope everybody had a great day. Tomorrow is, what's tomorrow? Thursday? I was about to say tomorrow's Friday. Guys, is my mic low? You guys tell me. Let me know if my mic is low. I might have to adjust it again. What's going on, Tim? Art? Rawls, where you been, brother? What's going on, man? Thank you so much for the two pounds. I appreciate that, bro. All right, April said no, it's not low. Okay, thank you. Thank you so much, Rawls. Miss you, bro. I know you've probably been here. I haven't seen you comment or anything in a while. All right, everybody says it sounds good. We're good to go. All right, so let's just jump right into this. Again, Rawls, thank you so much for the 2 pounds, bro. I really appreciate it. If you have any questions, let me know, dude. Same with everybody else. So today's a big day. Today's a big day. I mean, we've seen some, little cool off today with some of the projects. Nothing too crazy, but we did see. I know you guys have all been following it. We've been following on the channel the bill Fit 21 that was set to, I guess, pass or not pass today, and we're gonna read the article and see exactly what's going on. But I think long term going to be very, very good for the market and a whole. Just reshaping the market, getting some regulations, a little bit more structure in the market so we can start bringing in more investors. A lot of those investors that are still scared to get involved in crypto, right? Because they're listening to Gary Gensler. They're listening to all these people that are in the stock market that do not want those traditional traders to, start buying in on crypto. So they have to keep that narrative that crypto is dangerous, right? It's only used for illegal activities, and you don't want to get involved in that stuff, type of, all that good stuff. So, Fajerio, what's going on? Flip, what's up, brother? Red Rum, what is going on? What's up with the big eyes, Red Rum? What's going on? So, looking at Bitcoin right now, particularly right now, we are sitting at around the 69,300. You guys can see we did, obviously, this was what, 2 days ago? Yesterday, we ran up, hit our head on the 71.3. We did break above briefly. We already talked about that. Coming up almost close to about 72,000 before getting rejected. That was a candle wick. But you can see the candlesticks are all slapping their head right there on that spot that we basically marked as some resistance for right now. But everything's still looking great because you guys can see, like I told you guys before, this 69 mark, 69 is a very pivotal spot because this is our previous high, back in 2021's bull run. And now we've been really bouncing and just finding some support above or around that 69 mark. So things are still looking great. Obviously, we're looking good. The market today took a little bit of a retracement. And remember, I was telling you guys, the FOMC minutes were coming out today. They came out, I believe, around 2-3 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. But, I mean, it was really a big nothing burger. I knew that we weren't going to see a big sell-off, but I kind of knew that it was going to hold the markets back a little bit today just because it was from 6 weeks ago when, everything was kind of a little hawkish in regards to what the feds were saying about the last CPI report. Not the last, but the one before where we didn't meet our forecast and we actually came out hot, meaning higher than normal. So, the minutes the minutes that were released today were from all that, basically 2 months ago when everything wasn't looking great. CPI report, obviously, the last one that just came out, I believe it was like 2 weeks ago, we actually met our forecasted spot and everything's looking good. So I'm sure this next FOMC meeting that's going to come out, most likely not going to be we're not going to be reducing rates, but I think the wordage is mostly what we're going to focus on. Remember, I always tell you guys, it's the words is really what it is. If they're not reducing rates and they're going to continue to pause, we have to listen to the wordage. That's what's really going to move the markets. And I think they're going to be coming in more dovish, meaning that we probably will see those rate reductions probably towards the end of this year is what most of the market is forecasting. So we'll see how that plays out. But for right now, like I said, we're sitting above 69. We're looking good. We bounce off this spot again, giving us that support level. Hopefully tomorrow, Friday, we'll see a nice little bounce, and start retracing back towards the upside. We obviously have the weekend coming. A lot of times, weekends are a little bit iffy in regards to if we're going to see volume or if it's going to be most likely where it's one of those normal weekends where it's just like nothing's really going on until we roll over to Monday, right? And Monday is actually Memorial Day, so the markets are going to be closed. So we're going to have we're going to have a long weekend in regards to possibly the markets really just sitting tight and possibly chopping sideways. Possibly. Sometimes the markets will catch you off guard and they'll start rallying on some of these holidays. I've seen it before. I've seen it on the Super Bowl back in 2021 where we just started rallying out of nowhere right when the Super Bowl was running. So I think that year, though, Crypto.com had a commercial during the Super Bowl, if I'm not mistaken. So that might have been a big reason. So jumping into Milady. Milady has been running. She's been holding strong. A couple people were asking me today in the Discord, and I'm actually going to post the Discord here in a second. But a couple people were asking me, they're like, Crip, do you think that Milady is going to retrace under the 20 marks? I'd like to, add to my bag. And, I was like, right now, it's hard to say, because even though, and we're going to cover this, we covered it yesterday about the rumor about Binance listing for Milady. It hasn't been confirmed yet, right? But whenever there's that speculation, you guys see it in DeFi. Whenever there's that speculation that a project for Cronos is about to get dropped on Crypto.com, the project's usually holding strong, right? If not rallying. So that's kind of what we've been seeing for the last few days for Milady. And I think we're going to continue to see that for right now until we kind of can figure out what the hell is going on, right? So as of right now, and I keep updating this, I showed you this yesterday. This is Binance official site for Milady. It's still saying that it's not listed as of now. As of now, and let's refresh it. I refreshed it literally 10 minutes ago. So it's still saying that it's not listed as of now for Milady. So, we still haven't got the confirmation yet, but I keep telling everybody, and this is the same thing we've been talking about for the last 6 months. The rumors have been spurring around. I do think that Binance is for sure going to list us, especially, we killed it in that competition. We're definitely on their radar. We saw the article a few days ago about them wanting to really invest in smaller projects, smaller market cap projects. I mean, it just checks all the boxes for Milady, right? Checks all the boxes. So I've been telling you guys, I think we're really, it's not even about if, it's about when. And it's most likely going to be when we least expect it. They could have, somebody on the Binance team could have accidentally released it or purposely released some kind of a rumor that it's going to be getting listed on Binance, but we don't know when that's going to be. We saw a massive volume yesterday, coming in. Yesterday was almost $40 million. We were up 270% up on volume yesterday. And that was another thing I was saying. I was like, that's a big indication. We don't just spike like that out of nowhere, I was like, that's a big indication as well that obviously people are buying the rumor, one, but two, we could see some big buys coming in, or have already seen big buys coming in, and they could have had wallets linked to Binance. They could be accumulating Milady. So obviously this is all speculation for right now. We're really not going to know until they actually officially announce it, right? And like I said, it's going to be right when we're a week from now, when we're back down to all right, well, I guess we're not getting listed, or, whatever the case is, we're going to at least expect it, and they're going to announce that they got listed. So the best thing, I tell everybody is, like I always tell you guys, when we're on these dips, eat them up. You guys can see, you guys obviously are seeing what Milady is going to be doing in the bull run. There's going to be a time where we are going to absolutely shoot off, whether it's with Binance or not. We're going to be taking off, and we're not going to be retracing back to these levels that we're at right now. So I keep telling you guys, just eat the dips. On those days that are bad, look at them as good days for you long term, because we know where we're headed for Milady. Now, I was trying earlier, I was trying to paint out, I was like, is there possibly a head and shoulders forming, a small one, where usually you'll have the shoulder, some kind of a head form, and then maybe another shoulder, which usually will indicate coming back down towards the downside. it really is looking sloppy, and it doesn't. I was just kind of putting lines here to see if it was going to play out. So far, it doesn't look like it's playing out. You guys can see for the 2 hour, we're basically bouncing off the 20-day SMA moving average right now. So things are still looking bullish for me, lady. Things are looking great, so we'll see how this plays out. To answer your questions, is Milady going to be dropping down below the 20s? For right now, I would say, it probably eventually it will probably retrace to some of those levels. But if we keep running with the narrative that we're going to see some kind of a listing on Binance, maybe it's not going to be anytime soon. So we'll see how it goes. We'll see what Binance brings as far as any kind of announcements. And obviously, we'll keep you up to date on the channel and in the Discord as well. So we'll see how that goes. Now, let's just jump right into this because I know a lot of people were sending me messages before the stream. So as of here, it says, someone was telling me that it already passed, but we'll just go by this article. It says at around 2 p.m., which was about 4 hours ago, the U.S. House set to vote for the first standalone crypto market structure bill. We've been following this for the last week or two. I was looking to see if they were showing a video, but they're not. So the U.S. House of Representatives is poised to vote in favor of the crypto market structure bill for the first time in a symbolic effort to radically reshape the country's digital asset regulatory landscape. The Financial Innovation and Technology for the 21st Century Act, sponsored by members of the House Financial Services and House Agriculture committees, will begin seeing votes Wednesday afternoon, which is today, where it is expected to pass with bipartisan majority. And I'm pretty sure it already passed, if I'm not mistaken. Real quick, Artman, is that Artman? Art said, what chain is Milady on, bro? It's on Ethereum blockchain, but also it's on Arbitrum as well. Arbitrum's a layer 2 on Ethereum, but it's got 2 addresses, but it's basically on Ethereum. So the bill, dubbed FIT 21, would grant the U.S. Commodity Futures Trading Commission, the CFTC, greater spot market authority over digital assets deemed to be commodities, while also creating new jurisdiction lines for the Securities and Exchange Commission, the SEC. Crypto companies and digital asset users would have a framework for determining whether and how their assets are securities under the term defined by the bill, which in turn would let them know who their primary regulator could be. So this right here, what it's explaining is you do, if you guys have been familiar with the with crypto in the last few years, with the SEC, they're just basically sticking their hand in the bucket and pulling out, all right, XRP, next Ethereum. They're just picking out, and they're like, oh, you're a security, right? Because it's very broad, and they know that they have unlimited money, so they can just keep trying to attack anything they want, pretty much, right? Well, and they've lost against XRP, obviously, we all know that. So what this bill is going to be doing is this is going to be basically drawing out the lines of what a security is and what's not a security, so we don't have to deal with any of this crap anymore. And somewhere, Gary Gensler is sitting in a little hole just fumed up right now because he's been taking advantage of pretty much almost like a loophole of how basically why he's able to just go, nilly-willy just start going after projects or exchanges. So this is just more that we need for crypto, as far as getting towards having that structure, that foundation in crypto, and making it a safer place. It's, for your traditional stock market traders to that's really what it is that we want to see them come in, and there's so much money that's out there that's holding off right now, trillions of dollars that are holding off probably. Maybe they're buying in on the ETFs, but they're really holding off going balls deep, no pun intended, into crypto because it's like the wild, wild west, right? And if they think the regular crypto market is the wild west, they don't even want to get into DeFi, right? Because that's where it really is going down in the DeFi section. So let's see here. So the bill has been a subject of large amount of discussion in the recent days. Let's see here. The Republican Jim Himes, one of at least 9. Hold on. It says Representative, not Republican. Representative Jim Himes, one of the one of at least 9 Democrat lawmakers who said they would support the bill, said he looked forward to working with my colleagues on the Financial Services Committee on our continued oversight of the issues. And you know what's so funny, guys, as we talk about how there's Democrats now that are, a lot of them are getting behind some of these crypto bills and stuff like that. We're going to cover another article here in a second. Remember what we've been covering. Remember, we're not political. We're not leaning towards any side. I don't care who you vote for. It's not my issue. This isn't the channel for political stuff. We're just here for crypto, for money, right? But we're going to cover, whoever supports crypto and whoever's against crypto. We're going to sit there and put it on blast, right? Because at the end of the day, we're focused on our investments, and we want to see, the crypto community just continue to grow, right? So that leads me to jump into the next one. So basically what they're saying is there's a lot of Democrats that are willing to work and start working towards, getting this bill passed, which I'm pretty sure this bill this article is dated from about 4 hours ago. I'm pretty sure it passed, if I'm not mistaken. I'm sure if we refresh everything, it did update. So let me see here. Now, the FIT 21 does not give the CFTC greater authority to target fraud or other crimes, despite directing the agency to oversee digital commodities, she said. The bill also sunsets disclosure requirements after 180 days, meaning the regulator cannot force companies it's supposed to regulate to provide audited financial statements past that deadline. All right, so let's go. I want to jump right back. We're going to look at DeFi. We're going to look at everything, guys. I just wanted to cover these big articles for today. So this head of this article right here, and this kind of leads to what we just saw about how the Democrats, remember, we're not leaning towards any side. I'm just bringing you what we're reading, right? So we saw that there was a lot of Democrats that are supporting the bill, the FIT 21, right? So it leads to this article, and what I'm trying to point out is that it seems like now, after, we saw Trump, we saw a lot of Republicans backing crypto and starting to embrace crypto. Now you're seeing the other side being like, hold on here, hold on, and start trying to put their name out there in the crypto space as well. But what I told you guys is actions speak louder, right? And we've had a lot of Dems. I'm sure you can dig up something on the Republicans too, as far as some of them being against crypto. We already know, we talked about Trump years ago, being negative towards Bitcoin, but now he's changed his tune a whole 180 as far as him supporting crypto and Bitcoin, all that good stuff. But you still to this day have some big Democrats in office that are out to get crypto. They hate it with their whole might. And like I said, if you look at the money that funds these people that support these senators, it usually leads back to banks. And that's why they're basically looking out for their donors as long as they can. They know they can't stop it, but if they can kind of pause it or throw shade on it, they're going to continue to do that. So with that being said, so the Biden campaign pleads for donations to compete with crypto. Let's see here. Sorry, I was reading something out. Biden campaign pleads for donations to compete with crypto for supporting Trump. Let's see here. So Biden begs for support to fight for. Sorry, guys. Biden begs for support to fight crypto. In a widely circulated screenshot on Wednesday, Biden campaign team appeared to have messaged followers warning them of the sheer size of donations being received by Trump's campaign. And what did we say yesterday? He was the first candidate to actually take donations in crypto, right? And then the following day, we see this where Biden's basically begging executives for that are begging to compete with executives that are supporting Trump now, because now you probably have Coinbase, you have all these big exchanges that haven't left the United States yet, are all like, oh wait, hold on a second, this guy's for crypto. Yep, he's got our endorsement, right? And they're probably bringing in big money because now they want to see this guy get in office. And I'm not talking about this guy, I'm talking about the other one. So in a widely circulated screenshot on Wednesday, Biden's campaign team appeared to have message followers. We just read that. Folks, this couldn't be any more serious, Biden's message read. Cryptocurrencies executives and oil barons are coming out of the woodworks for Trump. They're rushing $800,000 checks and is that a glizzy? At glitzy events. I thought it said glizzy. Biden admits that Trump's campaign was outraising his own, pulling $76 million in April and with $50 million raised purely from former presidents, $50 million Florida gala last year. So Biden's request mimics those of Democratic Senators Elizabeth Warren months prior, who is now in direct competition with Republican pro-crypto lawyer for her seat set in Massachusetts. And this is what I was saying. I mean, when you pull up the person that hates crypto the most, it's Elizabeth Warren. She freaking hates it. And like I said, her donors are like Bank of America, you know, and all your little traditional banks, they're all, and what's crazy is the banks are buying in on crypto too. But see, right now, they're held back. They can't even actually add crypto into their portfolio sheets right now legally. So what are they doing? They're basically like, well, screw crypto. We don't want people to put their money in exchanges. We want money to keep coming into the banks, and we'll give you your 0.0001 interest, right? Basically, we'll give you nothing, you know, and you'll be happy while we make money off your money. So put your money in our banks is what they're saying. So let's see here. So figures from the Federal Election Commission last month showed that John, who represented 75,000 XRP investors in a lawsuit with federal regulators last year, raised $1.36 million in quarter one compared to Warren's $1.1 million. Some of Denton's donors include Skybridge Capital co-founder Anthony I know I'm going to mispronounce this guy's name. Is it Scaramucci? And crypto CEO Brad Garlinghouse, among others. So you can see XRP, which is so funny because they were just going through it with the government, with SEC. Now they're putting their money behind a lot of these, these senators, these politicians that are basically pro crypto, you know. So I told you guys this. We won't even bore you anymore about it, but I told you guys this, a few months ago. I said, we have election season coming, and I'm telling you guys, whoever the candidate that starts backing up crypto is most likely going to swing a lot of voters over into their direction, because I don't know if you guys remember, but we read an article probably about a month or two ago, and it was saying that now to that date, which I'm sure now it's more, but to that date there was already 60 million people that were either holding crypto or that have traded crypto, right? 60 million. That's a big chunk right there. Out of 360 million people in the States, 60 million is a big chunk of people, right? If you're talking about if it's a close call race, and now you have 60 million people that were on the fence that possibly now are swinging towards one side, that could make or break, the election. So just throwing that out there, guys. And as we get closer towards November, unfortunately, we're going to be covering a lot of this crap, because it's going to be, now it seems like crypto is on the forefront. They're going to be using the hell out of all of us to get our votes, So looking at the crypto bubbles for today, and I'm going to jump into the chat too, but looking at the crypto bubbles, you guys can see it's pretty much paints out the picture of what we're seeing today. Nothing too crazy, nothing too sticking out other than Dog with Hats up about 10%. Jasmy's up 3%. Gala 6%. Near about 3%. Let's see here. Bit Sensor. IOs. So, but nothing too crazy. Nothing too crazy. You can see pretty much the rest of the market is slightly down, but not much. Not much. So, and the hourly really doesn't do any justice as well. Technically, if you look at the hour, Jasmy is down 3.5%. 3.5%. That means Jasmy was up. But looking at the weekly, that paints a whole nother story. The weekly, we've been doing damn good. Ethereum's up 24%. Ain't that crazy? BONK's up 31%. Lido, Uniswap, Beam, Safe, Ron. I mean, you can see across the board, Arbitrum 15%. We definitely are still holding a lot of our gains that we saw in this past week. So everything's looking decent, guys. Like I said, right now Bitcoin is coming towards the spot that we really want it to hold. We really want it to hold. I really don't want to see Bitcoin continuing to bounce off the 69. Hey, because, you know, like I always tell you guys, if we keep testing a level, whether it's up or down, we're going to end up breaking it. So Art said, go Brandon. Ay. Okay, so Tim said yes, Fit 21 pass. Nice. Oh yeah. Rosales, what's going on? Owen, what's going on? Let's jump into DeFi, because I see someone was saying that Mary was down, and Mary is down. Mary is down, bro, but we'll pull it up. What's crazy is a lot of Cronos is down today, when yesterday they were rallying. You can see this awful M pattern that pretty much formed, or double top. Mary couldn't, remember what I told you guys, that we're going to be coming up to the 236. It needs to break and find some support. It came up and retested it twice, and it looked like it was going to break above, but it was just a candle wick, and the actual candlestick, no diddy, came down and didn't catch that support at the 236. So it's so funny. Somebody today in the Discord was like, hey Crip, let me ask you a question. I'm like, what's up, buddy? He's like, he's like, I'm from across the pond, and he's like, what does no diddy mean? Oh man, I'm not laughing at that. I'm just cracking up because sometimes I forget over here in the States, just like I'm sure if you're across the pond, you guys probably say certain things that maybe you don't see us in the States say. So we had to explain our madness of why we say that. So let me post, while I'm talking about the Discord, I'm going to post the while I'm talking about Discord, I'm going to post that in the chat real quick. Let's see here. There we go. All right, so I just posted that in the chat. We're good to go. W's in the chat. All right, so for Mary, we're coming up, or we're bouncing off of a spot right now, the 0.5, which would still look at it as it's still bullish, right? The 0.5 right here at the 40, 43, 44, we're pretty much bouncing off of it, or we did bounce. You guys can see we found possibly finding some support. We're actually respecting the trend line that I have drawn right here. So we'll see how this plays out. Like I told you guys, unfortunately, you know, Mary, not that Mary itself, but just people were so bullish on Mary with the anticipation that it was getting listed. It hasn't, from what I've gathered, it hasn't been listed yet on crypto.com. It did get listed on another exchange, but it's not crypto.com, right? It's not crypto.com. It's another exchange, which isn't bad, right? It's not bad. Any more exchanges to get listed on is more exposure. But you guys can see it really didn't do much yesterday. It was running, but now today it looks like it's a nothing burger as far as in the charts. So, but like I said, majority of the projects are down, but damn, what project is up like crazy today? Holy smokes, guys. We have been talking about this. We have been talking about this for the last few days, and look what the hell came from out of the dead. Corgi AI bounces up 100%. 100% in the last day, bro. How about that? And isn't it so funny that we started covering Corgi AI again? It actually was up 150% at one point. But isn't it funny that I was talking about this for the last few days? We've been bringing it up. And Gina, are you in the house? Because I know you said you were holding on to Corgi. You know, we were talking about this. I was like, bro, it's getting to these levels. It was at $300 million market cap, and I was like, it's getting to these levels where I'm intrigued to possibly buy in on Corgi. Oh, excuse me. And I was like, I'm not doing it yet, but I am very much watching Corgi. And look at this. It's like they listen to what I say. I got to stop saying this before I do it. I got to stop saying it before I do it, because you can see somebody big was watching. They're like, oh, shit, Crip's about to pump this thing. Let's go. We got to buy in, boys. And they ran this thing up. So, looks great. Obviously, like I said, it ran up to 150%. It did recede a little bit off that run. I mean, this was a crazy giga candle. I mean, look at this freaking candle. Just running. So it is retracing slightly. It looks like it might have found some support at the 21 level right here. So let me see if that 21 level, let's see, we can map it out. So this is a little bit below the 21. Oh yeah, this is the 21 and a half. So it looks like it kind of bounced actually right there, if I'm not mistaken. Somewhere around there, yeah. So a little bit below, but you can see. So for right now, that's going to be the support. If it can hold this support, you probably could see Corgi start running up and possibly going on a nice run, a continuation. So let's see here. Jasmy asked, "Is 100% community-owned project a good thing?" I mean, it sounds good, right? It sounds good. I mean, at the end of the day, they can say it's 100% community owned. I'm sure somebody there's whales in there, right? So is it really community owned? Man, I keep yawning. Let's see here. So Owen said, "Crip, can you check out Notcoin?" Yep, we'll check that out here in a second. Gina said, "I'm so glad I didn't sell my Corgi at a loss." Hell yeah, good job. And then she said she bought more when it was down. Nice. And Rosales said, "What do you think this token ham and Cronos?" Check that out here. Guys, I picked up some more tea. If you're wondering, I don't know. Just not digging the beer anymore. So now when we do our streams, I'm going to be sipping on some tea. That spiked tea. NFK, we're up. Looks like we're up 7, almost 8%. We're looking good. Look at that. Liquidity at 56,000, guys. Look at that. Look at that, guys. We're running. Every day we've been just moving up. Hell yeah. We're looking good, guys. Our liquidity is just climbing. If you guys know, obviously this is our native token for the channel. And what was it, like a week ago, maybe a little over a week now, we started that campaign where we're like, listen, the price is going to come down a little bit. Everything is going straight into liquidity. We're basically building this liquidity. We're starting from the ground up now. And I mean, it's been like probably 10 days and we've jumped up almost $30,000 in liquidity, so shout out to everybody that did OTC sales that have been supporting the project. We've been slowly but surely, I feel like it's been going fast though. We've been building for the channel. So I really do appreciate you guys and everything you do. So let's see here. Now, someone asked about, first let's go here. Owen said, Crip, can you check out Notcoin? Let's pull that up. That's a regular, that's not DeFi, right? If I'm not mistaken, because I could have sworn I've seen that on CoinMarketCap. Yeah. Let me see if they have a chart for this. So this looks like a fairly new project. From that right there, I would say, I'm not familiar with the project at all, but usually when you see this right here, when it first launches, usually there was a pre-sale. Am I correct? There usually is a pre-sale whenever you see something like this. So, and you guys already know if that's the case, I usually tell you guys, not financial advice, but I usually say if there's a pre-sale or a big launch coming for the project, I would stay away from it and wait. If you're very bullish on the project, give it a few weeks and you'll probably find that bottom after everybody kind of sells off on the pre-sale. And you can see this is slowly, but it looks like that's what's going on right here, is that you have most likely some kind of a pre-sale or whatever the case may be. Maybe it launched and there was a big run up, but then you can see a fast run down and it's been retracing since then. So market cap right now, at about 547 million. So I mean, I'd put it in the mid caps. It's down today about 7%. You know, the market itself is down, but you can see as far as the project, it is on a it's got a trend of going down. Now, a lot of projects start off like this, right? They'll start off, if you're not dropping on DeFi, Solana or something like that, and you get those beginner gains, usually this is what you'll see a lot of times for projects, right? So that's why I always try to, me personally, I stay back and I don't buy in. Even if I'm so bullish on the project, you know, I have to have patience. I wait, and then after a few weeks, I usually will buy in because it'll kind of settle, find a bottom, and then if it's a good project, it'll start moving towards the upside. So I don't know if you've already bought in. If you did, most likely you're down right now. So I would say keep an eye, even right now where it's at, possibly some good dollar cost averaging in for right now. Where is this trend going to go down to? It's a brand new chart, so who knows as of now. Market cap, like I said, in the mid range at a $500 million. So I mean, this thing has room to keep moving down a little bit more. So, but it could have already found bottom, maybe go sideways for a little while, and then start moving up. So what we can do is just remind me, and on the future streams, we'll bring it up and kind of map it out, because unfortunately, when you have a chart that's this relatively new, it's still kind of in that discovery mode, trying to find support, you know, and resistance and stuff like that. But for right now, I'd probably put where it's at right now, literally where it's at. Oops, wrong indicator, wrong line there. I would probably put where it's at right now as a support line for now. Now, this thing could easily break this support line, like I said. So we'll definitely come check this back out in the next few days. So good luck with that. Rosella said, what do you think about ham? What do I think about ham? Honestly, to be honest with you guys, I don't eat pork. I mean, I do like it. I just don't eat pork. I don't know. I just always stayed away from it for the most part. What you said ham? Is it dancing? Is it dancing hamster? I'm guessing it's this right here, dancing hamster. So I mean, a couple things I'm gonna point out. I mean, immediately, right? And you already know what I'm gonna say, Rosales. The liquidity, uncomfortably low, right? It's uncomfortably low. Market cap, uncomfortably low, right? So what would I do if you know, if I'm buying in on this project, or I caught it maybe down here, is I'd be watching this like a hawk, and I wouldn't have much money in it, right? It's been out for a little over a day. Still, in my opinion, it's still in that, you know, kind of rug pull stage, just because it's only been a day, right? It's literally only been 25 hours it's been out, and the liquidity and market cap are so freaking low. So I'm not saying it's a bad project or a scam. I'm just saying, to me, a lot of red flags. So I would be very cautious, and I would be investing very little money into the project. Very little money into the project. And as it grows, if it does, maybe start accumulating more, because you have room to still buy in while it's really low, right? So, you know, if it continues to bounce off the trend and move up, I would slowly but surely start dollar cost averaging in and continuing to buy if this is something that you think is going to be bullish down the road. So, but like I said, me personally, I don't like the numbers, and this thing's up 32,000%. Have you tried to sell like a penny just to see if you can sell a little bit? It looks like you can, but I keep telling you guys, there's all these freaking scams on Cronos right now and it's the same like 3 people. They're every day they're opening up new projects, and it's basically you buy in, you can't sell. Everybody, welcome Joshua. Welcome Joshua to the members, bro. Welcome, dude. You know what? You joined at a great time, because oh, you know what? It makes me forget. I was supposed to give you guys a new emoji today. Damn it, I forgot about that. I'll put it on my to-do list for tomorrow's stream. So 2 things. You joined at a perfect time, Joshua. Welcome. We obviously every weekend, Saturday or Sunday, it differs, but we always have a members only stream. So on how to be a better trader. So we're covering a lot of things. The past few weeks, we've been covering freaking leverage trading, finding support, resistance levels, fib retracements, really how I use the charts, my moving averages, stuff like that. These are like my golden things that I use when I trade. So you'll have access now that you just became a member. You have access to all those member-only streams that you can go and watch on your free time. But also we have a members-only stream coming up in the next few days because the weekend's going to be here. But on top of that, we do have another airdrop that we are starting to talk about. And you're like, airdrop? Yeah, another airdrop. We provide airdrops for members on this stream for our native token. It's nothing crazy, but we have given out airdrops. Some of them have 3x, 4x from when we given them, as far as how well NFK performs. But we will be announcing when. I just kind of been, bringing it up to the devs, right? And really just finding out when we can do it and stuff like that. But we're probably looking at it in the next few weeks. We'll probably announce that we're going to be dropping an airdrop for the members. So make sure if you guys have access to it, I think you can only do it on a PC, if I'm not mistaken, PC or tablet. Hit that join button and become a member. All right. So welcome, Joshua. So let's see here. BP say, where are my people? Throw them koala emojis. Let's see. Bro, I've completely forgot. I forgot what emoji we were going to be dropping today. Someone asked for a special emoji, and I was like, I got you. I don't remember what it was, though. I'm trying to think of what it was. I don't remember. I'll figure it out, but we'll see. So someone was asking me, is it worth getting call? Is it worth getting into call right now? Well, let's see what the hell has call been doing. We know what call's been doing, but what is call doing today? And what is she doing? She's doing exactly what I've been telling you guys. She's been literally, it looks like she has for right now, she has found somewhat of a bottom, and she's chopping sideways is what she looks like, right? So a couple of things. Obviously, we saw a big runoff after it got listed on crypto.com. A lot of people took their profits that have been holding for like crazy, right? But now what we're seeing is it looks like it's found a bottom somewhere around the support level, even though it's bounced below, but you could say somewhere around the support level at the 55, it has been kind of going sideways, and I wouldn't be surprised if it can hold this level. You guys could possibly start seeing somewhat of a move towards the upside. So to answer your question, is it a good time to buy call right now? It's hard to say yes or no. I would say if you're bullish on call, which I am, me personally, I am very bullish on call. We called out call. I always have to bring this up. We called out call in the Discord when call was at $500,000 market cap. 500,000 before any of your friends or before anybody, before you guys were ever even on any kind of Discords. We already dropped it on our Discord the day it dropped, just because I had stumbled across the project right after it dropped. And I was like, yo, I told everybody in the Discord, hey, this might be a play, right? So that's the only reason why I stumbled across, just because I looked it up. I was looking up at new projects, and I ended up just running across call. The timing, it's all about time, as far as getting in at the right time. So we called it out. But regardless of what I'm saying on that, we've been basically, I'm not going to say supporting call, but we've been really, we've been basically following call a lot in the channel, right? I know a lot of guys are invested. A lot of guys were invested. I've made a lot of money on call. I'm bullish on call long term. So what I'm getting to is, if that's something that you feel that you're bullish for long term, right now wouldn't be necessarily a bad time to buy in, right? But I would be doing it in small increments and dollar cost averaging in. I feel like that's always my go-to for everybody, right? When I always say, I'm like, well, I would just because it's the safest way to do it, right? So if you have $500, I wouldn't just throw $500 right now unless you saw us have some crazy giga drop. Then I'd be like, yeah, just throw 5 in right now, because you're probably going to see a bounce, right? But the fact that we're going sideways, I would just be throwing small increments in the event that if it does drop down again, or maybe you catch one of these bottoms again, you might be able to get a bigger position in, buying or catching these drops. And then obviously if it does bounce, you can do the same thing and just slowly dollar cost average in as it's moving towards the upside. So that's why we always just say dollar cost average in. But to answer your question, I don't think right now is a bad time for a call whatsoever. I do think that they're going to pull through, this sideways action. And I'm guessing that when we really get into DeFi season, call's going to really do really well. And you know what? A lot of us were sleeping on Corgi AI. Corgi AI came back alive, I think it's coming back to show us that it's the king of DeFi for Cronos. Honestly, it's still the crown king, and I think they're gonna go get right back up to $1 billion probably, in these next few months for Corgi AI. So we'll see how that plays out as well. Joshua said, "I'm holding 90 billion NFK. What up? Hope you're doing well, Crip. Thanks for everything as always, brother. I appreciate you supporting the channel and being in, jumping in on the token, bro. You'll be at the finish line with us counting up that money. So hell yeah." Gina said, "Just watched your channel. I have listened. Let's see here. Just watching your channel, I have learned so much. Another nice move I made was when I put more into Pepe and Mog before they started running. Hell yeah. I know you've been doing good, Gina, and I'm glad that I've been able to motivate you, right? Because you're the one that's making the moves, not me. I'm just happy that you come here with questions. You've been a member. I know you were checking out a lot of things on our members only, and you come in with questions all the time, and I'm happy that I'm able to at least just point you in the direction of you making those good moves, right? Because I would say it ain't me, it's you. You're the reason why you're doing good. So, and I'm just happy that I'm here to hear your stories. BP said, "Let's go. We ain't going nowhere." BP's always here in the background, just like with those, with that feel good, like hell yeah, just makes you like he's like the hype man of the channel. You know what I'm saying? I think we're gonna nominate BP official hype man of the channel, bro. That's what I'm thinking we're gonna do. BP hype man of the channel. Now I see everybody's comments, but okay, Joshua, I appreciate the $10 super chat, brother. I appreciate that, bro. Thank you so much for the support, dude. Like I said, I really do appreciate everything for supporting the channel, the token, and now becoming a member, bro. Definitely appreciate that, man. Owen said, "Cock and you performed very poorly, no Diddy. It's a little disappointing, especially for a #1 meme on AVAX." Owen, and let's pull up. We haven't looked at Cock in a while. No Diddy. But we really haven't looked at that project in a while, and you know what it is that I feel like it kind of lost steam. I feel like it kind of lost steam for now, right? But I mean, I was expecting it to be like down here. It's really, I mean, it's just kind of, it's going sideways right now. So it's probably boring the hell out of a lot of people, right? You have a lot of people jumping in. You have George, I Am George, that was talking about it a lot. I haven't checked out his streams in the last week, so I don't know if he's still up to date as far as talking about, Cock and everything. But, I was telling you guys, I think as long as you have someone like big like that talking about the project, and I think he's invested with the devs, I think that most likely you're always going to get that free promotion on the project. Will keep it relevant. But I understand where you're at, what you're saying, because it has literally just been chopping to the side since April. Looks like the beginning. It's been about 6 weeks. This thing has been chopping to the side. So you never know, bro. This thing could probably bounce back down towards the 786 and then start going on a run, because I know the market cap is very low for this. So Alejandro, what's going on, bro? He said, "Hello, man. Can you check out Pepe on Solana?" Let's check it out, bro. Pepe on Solana. If you guys see how he came in, he asked, and he told me the ecosystem. If you guys are going to ask about any DeFi projects, no problem whatsoever. But just throw out the ecosystem as well, because did you guys see when we looked up Pepe? If this is the right one, Alejandro, is this the right one? When we looked up Pepe, there was like 7 of them, and they were like all on different ecosystems. So it just expedites time a little bit better. Alejandro, is this the one you speak of, bro? Because I'm gonna start jumping on you, bro. I'm going to start jumping on you, because for Solana, for a liquidity to be this low, that's a little sus. Now, it has been out for 5 months, so you can't say that it's a possible rug pull, because it's already been out for so long. But I mean, what the hell is going on with this project? This kind of looked like, bro, what NFK was looking like at the beginning, because it had such small, when we first dropped, we started off with like 5. I don't even remember what our liquidity was at. It was like $5,000 to $10,000. So someone would buy in like 1,000 and it would jump up 1,000,000%. And then someone was, it was just like back and forth. That's why I was like, bro, I told the dev, I was like, we're getting a hold of this right now. And now we're finally at about 60,000. We're getting close to $60,000 on liquidity. It's taking away those freaking swings, right? Because this right here, I will tell you, whenever there's swings like this, it demoralizes people wanting to invest in the project, right? It demoralizes people because you know what I'm saying? It's like you buy in on the damn thing, and then it drops 60%. You're like, what the hell? And then tomorrow it's up 170. You're like, what is going on? So let me see here. Is this it? Alejandro, is this it? I'm backed up on the damn chat, so my bad if you guys are asking questions. I'm like way back on the chat. But yeah, this project, if this is it, bro, I'm not too sold on this project. I don't like the numbers, honestly. I don't like the numbers at all, but you never know. Maybe you can throw like $20 and see if it sticks, and if this thing shoots up to $1 million, you have a lot of money in your pocket, right? But if it doesn't, you're out $20. So I'm sure you're not going to lose sleep over it. Eduardo said, is 20 billion on NFK good? You mean you have $20 billion on NFK right now, bro? I'm just kidding. So you're holding on to 20 billion tokens? Just like everybody asked me about on Milady. They asked me like, bro, is 10 billion, 20 billion good on Milady? And I'm like, listen, I think you know your financial situation the best, right? I don't, right? We all have different financial situations. So you tell me, is this good for you? Do you have more dry powder, right? If you're bullish on the project like I am, right? Like you should be. I'm sure you're probably in the Discord and you see everything that we have going on, you know, as far as moves. Is 20 billion enough? You know, maybe just slowly dollar cost average in on the project, slowly but surely, and keep accumulating, right? Well, I know people that hit me up and they're like, bro, they start off with like 50 and now they're hitting me. They're like, finally have 200 billion in FK. I'm like, hell yeah, bro. I'm like, I don't know. Should we consider you a whale? You know, like you getting up there. You know, so I mean, it's basically we all have different financial situations. So I don't want to tell you yes or no. I think you need to just make that decision yourself. And if you're able to, just dollar cost average in on the project, just like any other project, right? If you're interested in any other project, you dollar cost average in. That's what I usually tell everybody. Seems to be the safest way to move. So, and just like BP said, bro, you're hype man. All right, you're hype man, straight up. BP's hype man, 100%. BP said having some is better than having none. And I 100% agree with you right there, bro. Joshua came in and said, call. Gina said Pepe. Let's look up Pepe because Pepe yesterday was running. Made all-time highs. And look at this. I actually have to adjust my fib retracement. So Pepe made all-time highs yesterday, was freaking ripping. And I will say for right now, Pepe looks like she might be forming somewhat or has formed somewhat of a bull flag that's going on right here. If you guys can see, looks like we have somewhat of a small bull flag forming for Pepe. So we could end up seeing some kind of a big run continuing for Pepe down the road, or not even down the road, within these next few hours or the next few days, depending on where it finds that support and it wants to continue to rip. I would say this for Pepe. I don't know what it is, but yesterday, like, meme coins were going crazy. Milady was obviously going crazy, but we know kind of the reason why behind it, right? The whole Binance listing, stuff like that. It didn't get listed yet, but there's speculation, and that's all you need for a project to start running. So we know why why Milady was running. Pepe was going absolutely berserk yesterday too. Don't really understand the whole reason why, you know, but it was running. So, and it made all-time highs. So what I'm getting to is if tomorrow we wake up and Bitcoin starts running and Bitcoin's running up 71, 72,000, you're going to start seeing Pepe just breaking above these all-time highs. So Pepe, I'm just like, Shiba and Doge better have their crap together because Pepe is coming for that number one spot market cap wise. It's coming for that number one spot. Yesterday when we looked up, it was at what, $5.5 billion? Yep, it's still there. $5.6 billion dollar market cap for Pepe. Bro, Pepe is killing it, honestly. Oh, we needed a Pepe emoji. That's what it was, Gina. All right, I'm putting that on my to-do list. I'll have that for you guys tomorrow, I promise. Eduardo said, I'm trying to cop more. Bro, like I said, DCA, dollar cost averaging, bro. Joshua asked, did we check NFK? Yep, we looked at NFK. We definitely checked it out. Just continuing to run. You can see the trend line is just slowly but surely moving up towards the upside. Liquidity looks great. Market cap, we just broke above quarter million. So think about that. I'm calling for somewhere around $25 to $50 million market cap. We're basically a 100x below it right now. So if we were to jump up to just a $25 million market cap, that's 100x from where we're at right now. And it doesn't take much for a Solana project to get up to $25 million. It does not take much, guys. I'm telling you, out of nowhere, this thing is going to start running, and it's not going to look back. So that's why I keep telling you guys, even for myself, I just keep dollar cost averaging in every day, just buying small amounts, just keep buying in, right? Because whether it's up 20% for the day, I really don't care, because you guys know, obviously, this is my baby right here, but I'm just long-term holding on for the project. So I don't care if it's up 20% right now. I'm just buying in and buying in and buying in. That's been my strategy since we pretty much have launched. So let's see here. Josh, that's right. Joshua gave the $10. I appreciate that, brother. I'm so behind on the chat. I'm so sorry, guys. Call is cool. Got 30 billion. It's all making money. Nice. I did drop. Let's see. I did drop though, and hold. AI. I've been on base chain and 5 cryptos I bought in are up hundreds of %. Also had Loa and Base USA. Good luck. Hell yeah. Base has been killing it. Prodigy came in with the kind words saying Crip's a real one. Top tier. YouTuber, I appreciate that, brother. You already know your family, bro. I know what you meant, bro. I appreciate that, man. BP said, yeah, call was the best move I made. Thanks, no FUD. Hey, bro. I just pointed it out. You bought in. That's you, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like I told Gina, I was like, you know what? I appreciate you guys coming back and at least acknowledging and saying thank you for a lot of the moves and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, I'm not sitting there being like, you better buy this right now. I'm just like, yo, this is what it is. Do what you got to do, right? You guys are the ones that are actually doing it. So and then Prodigy, you come in with the nice kind words, and then he follows up with some stuff. He says, you and Crip are getting happy when people bring up cocking you is wild. Come on, bro. Come on. Joshua said, hey, Crip, how do you check the value of the NFTs? I'm not sure what program to use. So Joshua, you know what you can do as far as value? So right now, basically the value is whatever, like let's say you want to list an NFT, and what he's talking about, since we'll bring it up here, let me see here. I have it on my bookmarks. Let me bring that up here. There it is. All right, so what he's talking about is we almost hit 500 sold NFTs. He's talking about our NFTs for our token, right? We did drop NFTs. Probably it's been about 4 weeks now, I think, somewhere around there. So what he's talking about is like, how do I find out the value? So for right now, one thing that we found out was that if you can list them. So in your Solana wallet, your Soulflare, your Jupiter, your Soulflare or your Phantom wallet, you can actually go in there, click on your NFTs. If you press it and hold it, or it should have a list button where you can list your NFTs, it'll tell you a floor price. So right now, all our NFTs, what they say a floor price for our NFTs is, I believe, 4 Solanas right now. Now, I think because right now we're still selling them for $5, right? I do think that floor price will probably even out a little bit more as we sell more, and the whole collection eventually gets out into circulation. I think once the supply is fully sold on the NFTs is when I think the floor price will start to climb, right? So I don't know if anybody has actually sold any of their NFTs. I know a lot of guys love their NFTs and they're just holding on for right now. I think eventually down the road you'll start seeing people start selling them. But for right now, I don't really know what you would put a value on for right now, right? Because you can still buy them through the right here through the launch NFT site that we have. And I'm actually going to drop this in the Discord, or not in the Discord, but in the chat. So you guys, for anybody out there, we still have the competition out to where whoever buys the most NFTs, Prodigy, what is it? Number one gets $100, I think, in NFK. Second place, I think, is like 50 NFK, and third place is $25 in NFK. So it's all based on who owns the most NFTs for No Food Koala. And I think it ends on Friday, if I'm not mistaken. You guys would have to reach out to Prodigy or Rare, same person. Prodigy in here, but on the Discord, his name is Rare. So you have to reach out to him and find out. I believe it's this Friday, though. So Alejandro said it's Pepe on Ethereum. All right. Or Peppa on Ethereum. All right. This looks a little bit better, bro. This looks a lot better. You had me a little worried there. You did have me a little worried there. So when I zoom out, I'm like, holy crap, this thing went on a freaking epic run. So first thing we'll pull up is this trend that we have. Kind of a sloppy trend. There we go. So you can see, this thing has been going on some massive swings. But if you see, it's been respecting the trend line. And it's still pointing towards the upside. So I don't know where you bought in. If you're up, you're down for right now. I don't know anything about the actual project itself, but what I would say, I feel like I've seen this project though before. How long has it been out for? For 10 months. Okay. I mean, the numbers look great. The numbers look great as far as, if the project's going to have longevity, I couldn't tell you off of just looking at it right now. So, I mean, it looks like this thing was basically dormant because it's been out for 10 months. So, it looks like it was just dormant and then it just came to life out of nowhere. So, I would keep an eye on it, as far as, if you're up right now, maybe looking to reposition yourself. I'm not saying right this second, but just keep an eye. If you see a nice bounce, I'd probably try to sell and reposition myself. And maybe if you're long term, catch a swing towards the downside and just basically keep doubling up on that. But what I would be careful is that this thing did come from out of the dead, and I'm sure if we were to map it out from where it is to where it was, it's not going to give us. It will though. Actually, hold on. From where it is to where it was, it's up 100% right now. So you have people sitting on a lot of gains. So this might see some downward movement, possibly. So like I said, if you do see somewhat of a big spike, a big swing, I take advantage of it, honestly, and reposition myself on it. So, damn, BP said I got 50 NFTs. Damn, bro. I think BP's number one right now. I think BP is number one right now. Art said he needs $1 trillion. What do you need $1 trillion of, bro? NFK? Alejandro, thank you so much for the $2, bro. I'm just seeing that. I appreciate that, bro. BP said I don't qualify. Well, you know what, bro? Good, because holy crap. You got everybody else like, what's the point of buying now? My boy's got 50 freaking NFTs. So you guys hear it. BP's disqualified. So he's got 50. Don't worry about it. That puts everybody else in the running right there. Nah, BP, we appreciate that, bro. You got to show me your collection because I know you're sitting on some rares over there, some legendaries. We might have to run a little deal because believe it or not, it was all, it's all based on what you buy. Let me see. Am I connected to my wallet? I think I am. Let me mint 0.4. I'm going to buy one right now. I don't remember what wallet I have on here. And I've been buying the hell out of NFK, so... Oh, yeah, I got enough. Alright, so I just bought one. Let's see if it's going through. Watch it be like, insufficient funds. Alright, I just bought it. Let's view on here. Let's see what I just bought. Oh, is it just going to show me the transaction? It's not going to show me the damn NFT. Damn. I wish it would show the NFT, bruh. Oh yeah, that's right. That's right. That's right. It just hit me. BP's already showed me how to do this. That's right. So I got to go to. Oops. Oops. Profile. That's right. I'm like, what is it? All right. So I'm in here. All right. Yeah. So here we go. Wait, it's not giving me the one that I just bought though, because I already had these three. Let me try to reload it. Don't screenshot my stuff either. I know what I have. What's going on here? Bruh, I already had three. It's not popping up with the other one that I have. Maybe it takes a minute to load. Oh, okay. It takes a minute to load. There we go. Art, you need a trillion, dude? I mean, we got people pushing for a trillion of NFK. You'd have to be, that's like whale, that's beyond whale status, bro. He said, but if you go back to where you meant, all right. Let's look it up. All right, back on here, and then let's see here. Profile, NFTs, still there. It's not there. Let me exit out real quick. Oh, this leads me to what I wanted to show you guys. I'll jump right back into it. So, guys, listen. Today, I got wind. NVIDIA. If you guys are familiar, NVIDIA is the #1 AI chips. They do all the chips, computer chips. But they're like #1 in AI, right? This is a publicly traded stock on NASDAQ. Well, their earnings just came out, and they just broke. They beat it by the EPS. They beat it by almost 10% in their revenue. Almost 6% they beat forecast expectations, right? The reason why I bring this up, you're like, well, why are you bringing this up, Crip? The reason why I'm bringing this up is because last time this happened, AI projects started to go berserk, right? AI projects started going bananas. So what did I do today? Well, I made a move today. I bought in on, let's see here, not Arbitrum. I was like, I don't remember buying Arbitrum. I bought in on ALI. Now, I was looking at ALI and I was looking at Fetch, right? Fetch, you guys know, we've been covering Fetch since I was buying in Fetch at 15 cents probably 8-9 months ago during the bear run, right? You could go back, look at my credentials on the videos. We were covering Fetch like crazy on the channel, right? So, I was like, I just couldn't see myself buying back in on Fetch at $2.50. I just couldn't do it, right? So I was like, well, you know what? What's another big AI project that's possibly, hasn't ran as much? And I jumped in on ALI. So ALI is an AI project, but the market cap is so freaking low on this, and this ran with Fetch and a lot of other like Singular and a lot of other AI projects for crypto. Last time the earnings came out. Now I'm not saying that this is guaranteed, but this is a play that I just jumped in on. Market cap right now is at $58 million for this AI. So this could be a big play right here. Just throwing it out there. This is what I jumped in on. ALI for AI projects, because NVIDIA's earnings came out and they beat almost 6% higher than the expectation forecast. So we'll see how this plays out. Tomorrow, I'm anticipating NVIDIA stock's probably going to be running up, most likely. You can see after hours, it's up 6% right now for NVIDIA. So we'll see how that plays out. So Ramirez, what's going on? He said, Milady, question mark? Oh, Crypto Pillbox said I just got 471. How do you know? You stocking my damn wallet, bro? Just kidding. I'm just messing with you. We'll pull up Milady. We've already checked it out, but I'll pull it right back up. But let me see here. Let me go to profile. It doesn't make sense because I thought I already had 3, but I guess I only had 2. Don't be screenshotting my stuff now, guys. I'm going to put a trademark on there. I'm pretty sure this is a rare right here. This is legendary, right? Right, Prodigy? This is legendary. There's only one that has the angel, the little angel circle above. So there's $1 million NFT right there. You like the jacket, bro? That's a Letterman right there. And the tongue out. He's saying, look, I'm cool, right? Got the glasses. I'm not going to get dirt in my eyes. I'm just a cool koala. No FUD, you know? I'm just chilling, right? And I'm over here making money. Look at where the glasses go in. They go into his ear. Yeah. That's hilarious. Well, I guess this is it right here. This is the one I just picked up. Now I want to buy another one. It's like when you're playing like one of those games at the arcade and you have the little claw and it just dumps down and it drops you something. You know, that's the feeling. You're like, I want another one. You know, like you just want to keep seeing what you're gonna get. You know. Gina said you had 3. That's what I was saying. I had 3. I'm pretty sure I had 3. Pretty positive I did. Ain't that cool? You can burn your NFTs. I'm not burning mine, but BP, if you want to burn some of your NFTs, bro, you can. I just messing with you, man. So let's see here. I think Ramirez was saying Milady ? So this Head and Shoulders might play out, guys. We're gonna see how it goes. So right now, Milady, you know, she's on a nice run. She's on obviously a beautiful run, but it looks like she did break the 20-day SMA moving average for right now. We obviously, you know, word on the streets of the crypto streets was that yesterday that Milady was either listed or was about to get listed. And we'll refresh the screen. You guys can see as of now on Binance's official website, it's not listed yet, right? So I don't know if maybe a lot of people were buying the rumor. Was it buying the rumor? I always forget. Is it buying the news? No, it's buying the rumor, selling the news. Yeah, there we go. So a lot of people were buying the rumor, right? And now that the news hasn't come out, maybe some people are jumping ship like, oh man, they're not getting listed, which we are getting listed, but we just don't know the time frame. So right now, like I said, you know, we might break below the 20. As far as support for right now, we do have this 19.6 as going to be a spot for some support. We'll see how it plays out. This isn't just Milady. Obviously, Bitcoin right now is actually down 1.5% at the 69. Hey. So you guys can see we're retesting some levels for Bitcoin as well. So, you know, regardless of whatever rumors are circulating right now for Milady, she's going to hold her ground to a certain extent. But if the markets start, you know, retracing somewhat, you're gonna see that struggle for Milady to really hold above those 20s for right now, you know, and she might end up, you know, coming back down just a little bit. But I do think for the most part, you're not going to see Milady. I think for right now that the rumor's out about Binance, we're probably not going to see Milady back down to these levels at like 14, 13. That's just my opinion. I think the worst is probably going to be somewhere around the 17 mark. Most likely would be the worst case scenario for Milady. And that's if Bitcoin breaks below 69 and starts coming down to like 65,000 briefly. So Gina said maybe it got listed somewhere else. Possibly, but you know what? Milady's to the point where, like, let's say it get dropped on another exchange, like a smaller one, it wouldn't matter. It wouldn't matter because Milady's already on a few major exchanges like KuCoin, Crypto.com. You have, what's the other ones? I think Gate.io. You know, you have a lot of the, like the mid-tier, and Crypto.com would be, honestly, in my opinion, a big, Bybit, Gate.io, KuCoin. We're on Crypto.com. Crypto.com holds the freaking most. Milady and their arsenal, right? So I mean, if they got dropped onto a new exchange, it really doesn't matter. It's really not going to be a big deal for like a make or break. The only thing that's going to really make or break, or really make, is if we get listed on anything bigger than what we're already listed on, which would be Coinbase or Binance. Like I said yesterday, Milady's is with the big boys now, right? She might not be with the top tier yet, but once we get dropped onto there, she's going to be messing with all the, and I don't mean to say it like because she's the lady, she's going to be messing with all the big boys, but you guys know what I mean. She's going to be competing with those big meme coin projects like Pepe, BONK, and a few other ones that are already listed on the major exchanges. So we'll see how it plays out. But just to recap, like I said, Bitcoin, we want to see her hold at 69. Hopefully we can hold it. If not, next levels for some support for Bitcoin, as far as if we break that 69, we might not necessarily come back down towards the 66. That is a big drop. We might find some support where we briefly hit our head, maybe 67.7 right there. I think we also do have the 50-day that's in the middle of these two support levels right here at around the 67,000 even. So those would be my two levels for right now if we do break and we do see somewhat of a downside. But honestly, for right now, I don't think there's anything out there that's going to make us drop down to those levels, right? I already told you guys yesterday that we were going to see some volatility today just because the FOMC minutes were released, but it was nothing. It's already pretty much it was released earlier. I think tomorrow we should just bounce and probably start moving back towards the upside, and start coming back up and possibly, most likely, breaking back up above 70. So, that's what I think is going to happen. But we'll see how it plays out. So I'm keeping an eye on Milady. If we do break below the 19, I'm looking for the 17. I honestly don't think we're going to get back down to these levels. So I'm going to start just dollar cost averaging in again, back down towards the 17.8. Anything below 17.8 is what I'm going to start dollar cost averaging in on Milady again. So, because you guys, like I said, that Binance listing is going to come and it's going to hit us all off guard. It's going to hit us all off guard. A week from now, a month from now, when everybody's like forgot about it and stuff like that, it's going to get listed, right? So that's why I say no matter what, just keep dollar cost averaging in, especially on these dips. Take advantage of them, right? That's what I'm doing. So, but other than that, guys, that's pretty much it. I do want to tell you guys, tomorrow we are going to have an early stream tomorrow. It's going to be a little bit earlier than normal. I'll let you guys know. Join the Discord. I will give you guys, the date and time. You guys already know the date. It's going to be tomorrow. But the time of when we're going to drop, it might not be like really early, but it's going to be probably earlier than normal. So I'll announce that tomorrow. But if you're subscribed, you'll get the alert, whenever we go live. So, but other than that, guys, that's pretty much it. I thank you guys so much for coming in and asking questions and basically spending your time talking about crypto with us tonight. If you haven't already, make sure you guys hit that like, hit that subscribe, potentially become a member. Not potentially, hit that join button and become a member. We got airdrops coming. All right, guys, thank you so much. If you need anything, hit me up in the Discord. Other than that, guys, have a wonderful night. I thank you guys so much, and I'll see each and every one of you guys tomorrow. All right, make sure you grab some NFK as well. All right, guys.